Hi, Diana. Thanks for joining me. I'm not nosy, just curious. And I am so grateful you're doing this for me. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for having me. This is my first podcast, and I trust you.
Oh, man. You're going to do fine. Let's start by asking why the triple O's and where you got the login and introduce yourself.
Okay. My name is Diana Adams. I'm the owner and founder of Glow Aesthetics in Rochester, Michigan. I've owned it for over 11 years now. Prior to that, I was working as a nurse in many modalities. I was a nurse of 20 years. I started in the emergency in Detroit. I went on to teach in the School of Nursing for 18 years. I did labor and delivery for 11, and then I ended with hospice home. And then I started my business at age 40
Hey, hey, life begins.
as a single mom.
Life begins at
Yes.
40. You make some true decisions and you're committed at that age. There's
Yeah.
nothing like it. Okay,
Yes.
so explain the triple O's.
Okay,
And
so now I'm into aesthetics. I'm known for my injectable skills. We do skin too. Um, I had a girlfriend, best friend, one of my best friends from high school. She moved over to London and worked for the BBC for 20 years. We reunited, both single, moved in together with our little kids for about 6 months. And working for the BBC, she brands, she's a serial entrepreneur. We were up all night over a bottle of gin, which I don't even drink.
gin.
I don't even drink.
I
Um,
expected wine, not gin. Good
I
job, girl.
know, I know. And I told her there's this dream, I want this aesthetic wellness clinic and I need a name. So the drinks were pouring. It's now midnight. It's 2 in the morning. And she's like, well, tell me what does that look like? And I'm like, well, I want to look like her, like after she has like a triple orgasm. And she goes, oh, you want that glow? I said, yes. Everybody wants that glow. So I was the original glow. Shame on me for not branding and trademarking it. It's everywhere now. Like my attorneys and my marketing people are like, don't change the name because it's popular. So to disguise the triple O from a public standpoint stands for the art of facial rejuvenation. So that's what the three O's are. And now the business, but there's this behind secret. We just want that glow, right? Um, Now the triple O has evolved a lot more, and it's the business is morphing into three divisions. So we have our skin health, we have our injectables, our facial restoration, if you call it, and then we've now added a whole wellness division. So it's
Nice.
really, really exciting. When I was in nursing school, I always told my best friend from college that, hey, if I don't make it, I'm going to open a salon. But really, I just wanted this environment. And so I was able to create it. I started in aesthetics before it was like so popular. It was an interesting journey to go. So
So,
anyway,
Diana, do you think the market is becoming saturated? And do you think everybody who's doing it are qualified to do it? I mean, you have studied, you have put in the time. Do you think everybody else is committed to the process?
no, no,
You don't.
it's everywhere. I mean, there's
It is very saturated, yes.
20 steps away from my front door actually is a med spa. And then turn right, there's another one. Turn left, there's another one. Go behind me, there's another one. It is completely saturated, but instead of that being a concern, it's really not. I'm doing better than ever. I've
Mhm.
been in practice for 11 years, and it's the service that people are looking for that I provide. The saturation, I'm also an educator in aesthetics. And when I do teach, it's very rare I find someone with good hands. Very rare.
Okay.
Um, it's interesting. It's scary. It's interesting. You have to be 150% committed to this career, and it's very fast paced.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, you're monkeying around with people's faces. That's got to be terribly scary. Have you ever told somebody, "No, I can't do this for you. You're not a good candidate."
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah.
Do you give
Um,
them a reason why? Of course, you have to, right? When they come in there and they want to know why you're turning them away.
well, it's still a medical procedure. I'm implanting foreign products, and we have to make sure they clear the health history for number one. So that could be a reason. We also have to make sure the psychology is intact. Are they emotionally fit for this procedure? There's a lot to it before I decide to go.
Oh, okay. And talk about the product. I mean, are there differences in the product, and where do you see it in 10 years from now?
I see that we're going to be regenerating at a cellular level, if
What does
not
that mean exactly?
sooner than 10 years. Regenerative medicine is here and it's going to stay. And, you can see my crutches in the background. Pretty soon we won't need joint surgery the way we're having it now. We're going to regenerate from within with stem cells.
Oh, okay, that's interesting. Now, have you started the process of learning that so that you can be on the cutting edge of, presenting that?
Yeah, so I'm an early adopter of regenerative
Hmm.
aesthetics. There's a bunch of different modalities we use. So the first one would be your blood. So spinning your blood and capturing your own human growth factors. But our blood is only as young as we are. So I get a little help.
Oh,
We're
that's good. That's
Yep. So
important. Yeah.
so we get a little help with exosomes, peptides. So fascinating. And then as far as building our own collagen, I use stuff like Sculptra to volumize the face. Still using filler though. It's really important to use filler. There's now fat replacement. I haven't brought that product on yet. It takes a couple years when something's new before I launch it. I I use everything before I utilize it on my patients.
But I didn't mean to interrupt, but you yourself are a guinea pig. You will use everything on yourself.
Absolutely.
So
As
it's
long
not
as my
like,
health is okay for it, but which it
right,
is.
right.
So
But it's not like you're going to promote something that you haven't used on yourself.
no, my number one goal is safety.
Hmm.
From a standpoint, I'm working under my medical director, his physician license, my license. There's lots of liability. So the first thing is safety. Second thing is, can I produce the best results, and what product is going to create that for that patient? Everything's custom at my place.
And how do you decide what product for what person?
So we go through the consultation process
Hmm.
and very carefully ask them, why are they here? I don't want to point something out that they're not looking at. And we come up with, how did we get here, and how can I take 5, 10, 15 years off of your look and give you that confidence? And we'll go through budget, we'll go through products. There's a ton of products. There's filler, there's bioregenerative, there's peptides, exosomes, your blood. So, as far as regenerative aesthetics, I've been on that track for about the past 6 years. I'm an early adopter. We're spinning blood up to the PRFM easy gel level. There's just so much to it.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
going to say, can you simplify that for someone like myself? The blood thing. I mean, would I be a good candidate for the blood thing?
You
Because I'm
would, but
not looking for 5 years. I'm looking for 10. Do
yeah.
you think do you think eventually this process could eliminate facelifts?
No, I
No.
don't. I don't. I think we're holding them off real good. I've had plastic surgeons look at my work and say, "Who's done a facelift on you?" And they're like, "No, it's a liquid lift." There's a lot we can do in the realm of medical aesthetics as far as myomodulating the face, lifting the neck, playing with the muscles,
Mhm.
volumizing the deep fat pads. So facelifts can be prolonged, if you will.
Okay. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You know what else I wondered, Diana, is um, why do all the big stars have the same exact look?
Have you noticed they're changing now? They're getting more natural looking.
I haven't noticed. I mean, because
Some of
one
them,
looks like the next looks at what is that all about?
bad work. You shouldn't be able to visualize the work. Overworking it. Too many procedures. Too much of one thing. Again, there was this
So
big. big
I'm
concern
sorry.
about like overfilling.
Yeah, I was just going to say
Hmm.
that. Do you advocate, like, say somebody comes in and goes, "Man, I want them real big fat lips." Will you say no can do, or let's take baby steps? So I mean, how do you say if it's not good for the customer? How do you say I think it's a bad idea?
There's an art to it.
Okay,
I wouldn't say, hey, I don't want you to have those big, you know, sucking lips.
right, right. Yeah, I mean, yeah. How
I
do you
don't
how
want
do
your
you
lips walking in the room
are
before
you
you.
afraid
That's
it's
my
just a representation of you because I got
correct.
my lips from
Yeah, so that's my business card when you guys walk out my
yes.
door. So I'm very artful about it. If someone comes in like that, they'll look at my team. We're natural looking. I have 20 syringes of filler in my face. I'm going to be 53. I'm not playing around here.
Hmm.
You need to do it the right way. But when it comes to the lips, like that's a very good question. It's artful. I tell them my approach. Sometimes they're like, I like your approach. I don't want to look like that. And sometimes it's not a good fit. They go somewhere else. It's okay.
It's
It's
okay.
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 It's preference. And the other thing about the market being so saturated, it doesn't really affect me. It's a service we're providing. So if you think about there's a McDonald's on every corner, there's a chiropractor on every corner. We're becoming very popular.
Oh yeah,
So
you are.
yeah.
You are. I mean, I think you're wonderful. I mean, I get my fillers and I'm so happy. I mean, it's just because
No, I mean like the
nobody notices.
aesthetics.
I don't think nobody notices that I've had fillers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm very honest about it. I'm going to call it what it is. I have them. I'm not trying to pretend to be a 70-year-old to look this good. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you're
So,
gorgeous.
well, you know what?
Yes, you
Please.
are.
Anyhow, I think transparency, I think people who are getting them should be honest about it.
Yeah, like when I started in the industry in 2010, 11, I was emerging into it and I was everybody's little dark secret.
That's
Now
it. Yeah,
it's
everybody, nobody wants to be transparent and let people know,
hmm
like my buddies. I like tell them, in fact, I sent one of my buddies is coming to you. I mean, it's like, I'm not going to just pretend that this is happening
right,
naturally. I'm happy to go there.
right. Yeah, and what I mean by we're getting popular aesthetics in general. It's more mainstream, it's more acceptable. Um, you're hip and current, so but
Yeah,
a lot of people over 70 is still sort of secretive about it.
well,
But under 70, they're ready to take selfies with me.
oh, good, good. That's good. Because when I first met you, you said, it's like architecture. It's a building. I mean, I need to see my structures. I need to know where
Mhm.
I'm going. I thought that was very interesting that you just weren't there with the needle just to puff it up and do whatever. So I mean, you're very studied and very concerned about everything. And oh, I'm sorry, this is going to bruise. Well, it bruises. So what?
Yeah, if I could show you guys what your anatomy looks like, you'd be like, I can't believe I don't bruise more.
Yeah, but I mean, do you ever when somebody's getting a filler, Diana, and their skin is kind of messy or it's sun damage, do you navigate gently and say, I can do this, but you may need a topical? Do you think there's a topical skincare that's anti-aging?
Oh yeah, I mean I have it in my office. So that's why there's three divisions. So the O's from a professional level are skin health, facial architecture, and whole body wellness. So yes, to
So
answer that
you think
question.
they should all be used collectively
I
to
do.
get the
And
ultimate?
if you
Uh,
really want the sheets to look good, I
yeah,
work deep on the mattresses and my estheticians work on the sheets. Now your
that's a
bed
great
is
visual.
perfectly made. Yes. And if I'm in
Great visual.
poking you with Botox, giving you some filler, but we're not working on your skin, and there's really four concerns that we treat in the office. It's age, acne, pigmentation, and rosacea. So when it comes to topicals, yes, ZO by Zenabaji is my favorite because it is a strong dermatology line
Okay.
created by a world dermatologist. I study with them specifically, like we cult follow them. We meet up with
Mhm.
them every year. And I'm a patient of theirs right in their Beverly Hills practice. So it's
Oh,
pretty
okay.
cool because
Yeah.
I travel with my husband for music. So we end up in LA a lot, and I thought, why not? I deserve it too.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
So,
that line is really near and dear to my heart because I can treat those four. That's really what people are looking for. I mean, that clear, tight, and bright, right? Get rid of the red and brown, get rid of the wrinkles, and tighten it up.
oh, okay. So when somebody comes in for fillers, will you suggest the topical facials, the um, laser treatments, and stuff like that?
So it depends who's sitting there. There's budgets we have to keep in mind.
Yeah.
There's people with fears, but if they want the whole consult, I'll give them the whole thing. I'll give them a whole year plan, and then put them in a maintenance. It's really the readiness of the patient, but every time they come in, education is huge. I'm always educating while I'm working, while I'm explaining things. We really try to hit those three modalities.
Now,
Mhm.
Diana, can you do something for the aging hands and other areas that?
Yes. Look at
Whoa,
these 53-year-old hands. So, filler for
filler
volume.
in the hands.
Filler, I can put regenerative products in there like Sculptra, Radiesse. Filler, I do my hands every other year
Hmm.
with volume. And then skin, you take care of your hands just the way you take care of your face. So I
Okay.
bring my program down and then laser to get rid of
Laser
brown
on the
spots.
hands.
It's a beautiful combination.
Do
Hmm.
you believe that some of the aggressive laser treatments are helpful?
Nope.
No. So they
Nope.
should not be aggressive. They shouldn't.
There's a lot of technology out there that I do not have in my clinic for a reason.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
So what kind of facials do you endorse?
I'll keep it really simple. A nice gentle chemical peels. We have the hydrofacial, which is lovely. A dermaplane with light peels. We have microneedling, where we aerate the skin. It's like aerating the lawn and fertilizing it, right? Then the blood facials as well. Laser is excellent. And then I stop right there. There's
So
laser.
you don't like that CO2 one where you're burning off a layer and scabs over and
I think it's really, really aggressive.
yeah.
And when people are tearing down their face that way, I think it's good for people who are deformed, right?
Hmm.
The skin it's a miraculous organ. It's the largest organ of our body. And when you treat it right, it's going to look beautiful. Do we need a big CO2? No. But when I do have patients with severe deep lines to the point where I just can't get it, I will recommend maybe a mini CO2 around the perioral area and the eyes. That's beautiful. But when we
So
put
yours
this,
is very specific to areas. You won't do an entire face in CO2.
uh, it's a lot to manage. It's a big, big procedure. You ever look at people who own aesthetic practices and their face is always red and their neck is white? Mine's from makeup today. But it's you're overdoing it. The skin now is not breathing, it's looking more waxed and wane. It's just been overstimulated. The other thing that I notice when we get into, like, I'm talking radio frequency thermage, I'm
Oh
talking
yeah,
all
okay.
therapy, okay?
Hmm.
These devices I do not recommend. There's also a little bit of lipolysis that occur with every treatment, and fat in our face is our friend as we get older. So
Yes.
I had an all therapy device when I first started, and I got rid of it immediately.
Really? I heard that
So
thermage was painful.
it is, and it doesn't really work. What it's creating is scar tissue. Okay. And then when I try to get into people's faces after they've done these modalities, I can't anymore. So there's a lot of things that I consider, and I want to keep that patient safe for 10, 20, 30 years, right?
Okay.
I want to have them, if they do decide to have plastic surgery, can that surgeon actually cut through all this fibrous tissue that we've created over the years? So I do study with BTS. It's called Beauty Through Science. A lot of my gurus, Dr. Shino Bay, it comes out of Stockholm. It's pretty out there. So I sit in the track with plastic surgeons. So I know what I'm doing to my patients, they're safe. I sit in the track for wellness, for peptides, for regenerative medicine. And I learned in 2022 December that the AI cell is here.
Ah, I know. AI.
The
Everybody
AI
remember
cell.
AI. Yep. I did a
It's here.
podcast with the AI. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but they have AI medicine now.
Oh my God.
It's coming. It's coming. You know, I know the pandemic really freaked us out about vaccinations and MMR, but this is what's opened up in the US. The US is quite behind always compared to Europe
Hmm.
and South America. And when it comes to wellness and aesthetics, and we're very behind, the FDA just likes to shut us down for everything that's good for us. So we're fighting for these modalities to come into place, and we'll be able to look healthy and beautiful for a very long time if we can hang
So,
on for 5 more years.
yeah, there you go. So, Diana, do you think there is such a thing as an ugly person?
Me, I mean, I don't.
Right?
I do not. Everybody that walks through my door has their unique beauty. And when I look at them, I just kind of look, how can I enhance them? When they come in and say, I want to look like this with a picture of a
Now,
star,
do they do that a lot?
they do. And it's fun, it's entertaining. And I tell them, well, this is what we're working with,
Hmm.
you, and what's going to look best for you. It happens, but not as often anymore. I I like to start with the bone, with the skull. You like your cheeks. You're specific to your face. So when we talk about buildings and architecture, if I can lay on your foundation, that's going to be the best look, and no one will really detect that that volume is placed there.
Do you think you can be too young for Botox and fillers? Are you seeing more and more young ladies in their late 20s doing this now?
Early 20s, teens. My daughter's going to be 21. She sent over a crew of her friends, and it's really specific to the person. So,
Hmm.
like for example, we may have a real fair skinned 20-year-old who could use a little Botox, right?
Hmm.
And then we have maybe a darker melon skin who really won't think about that till they're 40. So again, we got to look at the patient. What's appropriate for that patient that's sitting in the
So,
chair?
why is there different in the light skin and the dark skin? Is the dark skin thicker?
More melanin, more oil, thicker. Mm-hmm.
So it's more
They
hardy.
don't burn as easy.
Right,
Yeah.
right. So, do you avoid the sun?
Yes, I have avoided the sun. What brought me into aesthetics was in my late 20s. Every time I went outside, my face had a brown mask. And so I started going to the dermatologist, and they had a little med spa, and that's what got me going. So
Really?
I've been taking care of my skin since my late 20s, and I'm thankful for that.
Do you?
With topicals. Hmm.
Oh, just with topicals. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you
Yep.
think it's a conceited path? Do you think people who do this are conceited?
No.
You don't.
That maybe some people are, right?
Right.
I
But I
mean,
mean, yeah, I mean, yeah. Everybody, if you take care of yourself and you do this, people think who she thinks she is, kind of thing.
I
Um,
think that's like old school mentality, honestly. I have a lot of executives. I have a lot of viable people that are in midlife that want to keep working 10, 20 more years. And to do a transformation on them, and they're sitting in my chair, hey, I'm up against 30 something year olds.
yes, yes.
So I don't think that's conceit. I think that's taking care of yourself. It's an extension to your hair color. It's your image. It's your professional image. I mean, I work with local Channel 4. I work with celebs in Hollywood. And everyday people. I mean, if we can come home with a smile on our face and we're more confident, our family's going to benefit.
Okay.
Our job will benefit. It's self-care.
Has anybody ever intimidated you and said, you know what, you're not putting enough, put some more? Have you ever felt that?
Um, yeah, I had one patient, she was really strong about it, and she's well traveled, would fly to California for services, then found me. And but it went really well. It was
Mhm.
just a little bit aggressive. That was the one who her plastic surgeon said, "Who did your facelift?"
Oh,
So I
okay.
was proud of it, but no, for the most, I'm in the driver's seat, whether they know it or not.
All
I
right.
am. I'm
You
in
are.
the driver's seat, and that is something, moving forward. When I opened the practice with my medical director, we have the right to say no.
Great.
I'm
Because
not
I
just going
mean,
to
not
do it.
you're not gonna like everybody. You're not gonna like everybody. So I mean, those are challenges when you're doing somebody that you don't like them. They're not
I
nice.
like everybody. I may not love everybody.
Well, aren't you special? I
No,
love
yes,
people. I
yes.
love everybody.
Yeah.
But well, that's a big statement, my friend. That's big. You
if
like that?
if if it's not a good fit, it sort of ends naturally, right? If someone's saying pump my lips up and I'm saying it's just not my work, it's okay. There's
You're
someone across the street that will do that.
okay. All right. So
I'm cool with that. But for the most, they stay. I get a strong referral and from my database, and usually what's happening when someone sits in my chair is they want the whole plan. What would
yeah.
Diana do?
You're very confident and excited about your job. Now, did you have that same excitement and confidence when you were a nurse? Was that a grueling job? I mean, come on, the business isn't what it was before. It's hospitality now, it's not helping people anymore. I mean, were you this passionate about nursing?
I mean, I taught for 18 years, so I would say yes.
You were.
And
But you must have tired of it in order to redirect.
well, it was hospice that really wore me out. I mean, that was probably my most gratifying job, right? People really in
Mhm.
need, and I go into their homes and they're in a crisis. The problem was the Henry Ford Home Care. They overworked us. I was working nine
Yeah,
to five and then on call all night. I made
yeah.
the most money ever that year, but that's not healthy for myself, for my daughter, for the patients. And my sister looked at me and said, "What are you doing? Start your dream." And I did. So I put that effort that way. Excitement. I'm most excited about what I'm doing now than I've ever been in my career.
Yeah,
The it,
but it had to be the most fearful. You left something you were very good at, you were very secure in. Yes, granted, you were very tired and you were overworked, but to take the leap, sometimes fear cripples you and holds you back. So, for some reason,
I mean, I had big balls. I'll just tell you.
yes, hell yeah,
We
you
should have
did. This
another
is
podcast
big.
and another, and I'll tell you all my mishaps, all my lessons. They're so
Yeah,
valuable. So I didn't have failures. I had a lot of lessons, and
that's a good way to put it.
and I
Yes.
do I do teach and guide in the industry as well. So I'm still an educator in aesthetics, though only. Um, yeah, there's a
So you
lot.
you were Dana, did you ever think what if? Do the what ifs. What if this doesn't work? What if I belly up on this? I can always go
I
back
already
to
did. I did.
you failed at this?
Yeah, a
You
couple
did.
times. Yes.
And
I
you
went
just
I
kept
went
coming.
bankrupt and the rep predatory prey my first week of opening. She told me put $20,000, we'll ship you the device, and if you don't get the right financing terms, you can just send it back. Well, that wasn't the truth. So here was this nurse coming out of healthcare into business. I had to learn real quick how to deal with my reps. They're salespeople. They're not doctors and nurses. Salespeople. Um, it was horrible, horrible situation. So my original business name was Hummingbird.
Mhm.
I had to bankrupt it.
Well, I mean, did you have
I can't
any
believe I'm telling
background
you
in
this story.
did you have any background in business? We all think, "Oh, I'm going to go into business." You know what
Well,
I
I
mean?
thought I did. My father owned a fish market in Detroit and he supplied to the Metro Detroit area. So I've always worked,
Mhm.
whether I was delivering fish, putting the money in my pocket, or
Right.
scrubbing the fish truck, whatever. And then my first marriage was in a family business as well with builders and
Okay.
architects. And also, my mother in law was interior design. So when I was in nursing school, that was my gig. It was fun. I actually
Yeah.
sold their real estate. I have my realtor license. I took people out to the shops to pick tile. It was like my hobby out of the ER.
Hmm.
And that's where I think the cultivation of my art and health came together.
So would you call yourself creative?
I never thought that until I had one of my clients from the news station. They were like you, very curious, and
Hmm.
asked me, when did you realize you were a creative person? I said, well, I'm not. You know, if I draw something, it's a stick figure. And he was able to pry a little further. This is John Jordan. He's one of my guys. And he's like, well, did you cook? Did you garden? I said, yeah, actually, I started with herbs. And when I was a young kid, I always wanted to cook with herbs, different
Yeah.
flavors.
That's like putting
Mm-hmm.
colors together,
Mm-hmm. And
like
flavors
dressing
and
yourself. Yeah.
like a
Yeah.
mixologist. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, people to cook is just, I mean, that's also like, putting your outfit on, accessorizing. You got to know how to use the herbs to
Right.
accent the flavors there. But like you said, everyone thinks creativity comes from drawing, and it's so much more than that.
So much more. The branding of the business, the marketing, the putting it together, the interior design of the business. I had those skill set from that building business, right?
Hmm.
Pretty cool. And that's like structure and supports and studs. I just really understand it. I can read a
Okay.
blueprint,
And it
and
was
then when
able to
you
translate.
it translates to the face. So if we're joweling here, how can I pick that up? I'm not going to put more product here. It's going to be worse, right? So I'll put
Hmm.
a little Botox and snatch you here, or I'll volumize up here. It's really
It's very interesting
it's very interesting,
because
and
the instinct would be to fill the right here, not to structurally go
not
after something else.
right. So
That's
sort of
interesting.
like when you have an ear infection, your lymphatics are going to be fiery down here.
Hmm.
So we know as medical people, if this lymphatic is swollen, what's happening up here? It's not the same, but it's just that way of thinking, like a
So you
detective.
have to think differently.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's good. What else do I have for you? Let me see here. Well, I think you've answered because I know you do the fillers on yourself. I know you're a walking advertisement. Oh, that's what I want to know. Have you hired people to do your marketing and your businessing and your, because I mean, here's another thing you offer, which I think is wonderful. You make it affordable to people because you have this company that will put them on a time payment plan.
Yes.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
So I
We
mean,
have
your office is a full service. I mean, who does your marketing campaigns and all of that for you?
it's collaborative.
It is.
We did hire a dear friend of mine,
Mm-hmm.
Shalene, who's been doing some help with us. She's sort of my point point of contact as far as all things marketing. She hooked me up with a new web guy this past year. You know, you have to rebrand every 4 or 5 years.
You
So I
do.
do. I
Okay.
do. Mm-hmm.
Would you like to have multiple offices?
Maybe it would be nice because I do pull a lot from West Bloomfield and Birmingham
Mhm.
to have like a satellite, but they still drive. It's fine. People fly in from California. They fly in from everywhere. They stay at the Royal Park. I mean, it's what's special about my practice is it truly is boutique. I've
Mm-hmm.
tried to grow it. I have tried to get other injectors in there. And what I realize is I can't do both. So I stick to what I'm good at, and that's taking care of my patients.
Yeah. You're satisfied. I mean, you
It's,
don't need
it's,
the big conglomerate. I mean, you're completely happy.
yeah. I
And
try to grow sometimes to get relief, but then I realize we're good just the way we are.
right. And the thing is, too, you give your time. You're
I
not
try
trying to get
to,
in and out, people in and out, in and out. I mean, you're
no, I'm
very,
not, yeah,
yeah, you give your
it's,
time.
it's very
So,
important. Yeah.
Diana, to sum this up, give a very profound closing statement.
You gotta guide me. Come on.
Come on, give it to me.
Profound.
Profound, man. What you do is huge, and I think everybody should consider this service. Everybody
Yeah,
should.
it's really it's not a selfish thing. It's building your confidence. It's putting your best face forward. if it is for that job interview, if I'm getting you ready for a wedding, or you're the mother of the bride or the father of the bride.
Oh, that's
There's
interesting. Are you seeing more men?
Yes. Well, I always have because of my referrals, but it's getting more and more and more. So they either come via the wife, right?
Hmm.
Because they're looking good. I have a really nice gay following, which is fabulous.
Yes.
And it's really, I would say every day I'm seeing at least 5 men.
Okay. And are they very forthcoming? Are they very transparent, or do they want to keep a low profile?
They're low profile,
They are. Okay.
but when they sit in my chair, let's go. Let's get it done.
And
Like, you
then,
have to know the patient that's in the chair.
and
Sometimes men will come in twice a year and I have to work really diligently on them.
oh, okay. And do they want like a lot? And do you have to slow them down a little bit?
No, I mean, I'll never overdo anyway. We can do a lot in one sitting.
You can.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I just want to tell you, I adore you. I think you're wonderful. And like I said, I've been telling everybody, and I hope, I hope this pot. And can we revisit this?
I think we should. We have a lot to talk about.
I like that. I like.
There's a lot to talk about
Should
with
we do it over
women.
a bottle of gin?
I don't drink anymore. We can see,
Oh,
you can see
okay.
my
All
crutches
right. Well,
behind
forget.
my. So I got my knee repaired. I'm on blood thinners,
Yeah, yeah.
but
Okay. Well,
in a
forget
month,
all that.
we'll pick our poison.
Okay. All right. I
Yeah,
love
I
this.
adore you too, and
Oh, that's sweet. So
I think
yes,
that we should corner the market and talk about perimenopause, menopause,
I like it.
postmenopause. It's so important. It's
Okay.
so important.
Can we do that next time?
Yes, absolutely, because
And I
we're
know you'll
really.
be very forthcoming with me because we have talked about this.
Oh, I'll tell you anything.
Oh, you sweet. All right. Okay. Well, we're going to talk in a month. But see, in a month, you'll be back to work. You'll be busy.
Oh, catch me
What
on a
the-
Saturday.
Okay. Saturday's good?
Yeah, or Friday. Yeah. I
All
have my
right.
down days. Just when I'm in clinic, I don't even turn my phone on for the day.
All right. Well, we'll
Yeah.
talk and, we'll reschedule. I like it. And
Yeah.
that's our next subject. We're going to revisit that, everyone. Menopause.
Ooh, it's
Get
so good. It's
ready.
so empowering.
Yes. So,
I
but
love it.
you have to be there to know, though.
Yeah.
So, all right, Diana, say goodbye.
Bye. Thanks so much. Have a great day.
Thank you. You too.